Adrielle Sigler. Welcome back to that side of TikTok, where everything is content, even a confusing grocery store, diary nobody asked for.
I'm so vegan that if you were to have gone to the grocery store with me today, you would have been laughing. My son is sick and my vape died. So I had to get out of the house today to get a new vape, and I usually do Instacart, but I figured I'd go to the grocery store myself. My son wanted turkey and pepper jack cheese with Italian bread because he loves turkey sandwiches, and he also wanted orange juice. I know where all the vegan items are. The first thing I did was I walked up to, I think it was like a charcuterie bar. And they make charcuterie boards. I still don't know what it is. And I said, "Hi, is this where I go to ask you to cut meat?" And the guy said, "Oh no, that's over there." And I said, "Oh, do they buy it pre-packaged?" She's like, "Yeah." And I think the pre-packaged one would be over there. I went to the slaughtered cow section where they have like a rib cage hanging, and I walk up to the men who were talking and I said, "Hi, is this where I ask you to slice meat? It's for my son who wants a turkey sandwich." And they said, no, honey, that's actually over there." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And then I'm on a mission at this point to find that prepackaged turkey, murdered turkey. And I was wrong. And then I finally found it, and it was not the same thing, but I did find slices of pepper jack cheese. So finally go over to the bakery to get the bread, and I saw this beautiful child who was unfortunately in a wheelchair, and it looked like she had a birthday balloon. So I said, "Oh, it's your birthday." And the mom was such a sweetheart, and it was really nice to just bring some cheer into her life and say happy birthday. But the balloon actually said happy Hanukkah. It was actually a coincidence that her birthday was upcoming in the next few days. I ended up going over to the deli meat section, and I asked for 2 pounds of turkey, just like assuming that would be like a fair ration for a teenage boy who's a bottomless pit. Oh my God. So I'm running back over to the bakery waiting for the nice man to slice the turkey, and I come back from grabbing the loaf of bread and I see a bag like this full. I'm, oh geez. And I said, "Oh, is that it?" And he said, "Yep." I said, "Okay, thank you so much." And it was like vegan, man. So vegan. Go vegan. I went vegan in 2020. My kids were not raised vegan. I have a vegan daughter. Out of my 3 kids, 1 is vegan. But thank you for watching this full video. For your entertainment and your entertainment only. Subscribe, and please be vegan for the holidays. Thank you. And don't cancel me because my son's not vegan. I try really hard.
So, Adrielle starts off by telling us she's so vegan, like capital V vegan, immediately followed by buying a vape, walking into a deli, asking for 2 pounds of turkey, standing in what she dramatically calls the slaughterhouse section. Right, okay. She spends a solid chunk of this video lost, wandering between the charcuterie bar, deli counter, bakery, and prepackaged meat, like it's her first day on Earth. She asks multiple workers where to get turkey sliced. They politely tell her no. She nods, then asks again somewhere else. At one point, she's confused by a rib cage hanging, then shocked by a bag of meat. Then suddenly we're hearing, "I went vegan in 2020." While holding turkey for her son, who is not vegan, but don't cancel her, okay? She's trying. Then, plot twist. We detour into a random story about a child in a wheelchair, birthday balloons, Hanukkah, and a coincidence. Nobody needed for context, but here we are. By the end, we've learned one child is vegan, 1 is not. 1 maybe is. She's vegan. Except today. And please subscribe. And please be vegan for the holidays. And please don't judge her. And please watch for entertainment only. All wrapped up with, I try really hard. Why is this 3 minutes long? Why is every thought spoken out loud? Why does a grocery trip need lore, disclaimers, and a moral defense? And most importantly, was there any need to show us any of this? Anyway, that was Adrielle Sigler, turning a turkey sandwich into a full documentary. So, what do you guys think about this? Comment below. Let's chat.